Yeah, mate, I can hardly hear it. My phone's on the. It's about to die, so if it dies, don't be thinking of. Basically, mate, they're coming back in uniform. He's gonna when he gets me to where I need to go back to Sorya, he's gonna go home get his uniform on, and he's meeting his boss. Um, and then I presume they're gonna come back get me when you're ready. But mate, I'm not being funny. I mean, I'll say that to them, 850 get all your stuff, but to go from 1700 to get all your stuff out. Um, and then give the guy 850 and give them nothing. You know what I mean? It's a bit fucking. I don't think that'll go down too well, mate. You must have sent this at the same time as I called you. No, it's 100. You've got to realize it's 110%, mate. These guys had to bring their captain in to get this situation resolved. So it's showing face, and that's why Rotter did that. There's no way in this world that you won't get all of your stuff back. And that's every bit of your stuff. That's why photos were taken. That's why he demanded. I don't know how he said it because I weren't there, but I presume he said, right, I want the stuff moving into a room on lockdown so nothing can go missing for Mr. Kelly. Is it? He said, no, Kelly. Um, so yeah, it's all about making sure everything's right and there's no comebacks for you. There's no comebacks for anybody. So let me just phone him now and say, look, we really want to get this stuff out now. He's losing. I'm just going to play it off and see what he says because I'm like really like yourself. I'm ready to fucking go and get it. Um, so yeah, right. Give me 10 minutes. I'll get back to you, mate. I'll get back to you before 20 past or something. Just phone him now, right, mate. I noticed that, mate. I know where you're coming from. That's why I'm trying to get it. I'll try my hardest to get it resolved now. Um, I know what you're saying. He's just trying to piss. He's just kind of getting your head, isn't he? A little bit. He's getting in your head. He's just taking the piss, isn't he? Really. But at the same time, I've got to watch which, you know, because he's had money and they've not had money. It's kind of one-sided at the minute. I mean, they've not said anything like that. Don't get me wrong, because they know they'll get it. If not, then I'd have to pay it anyway. But regardless of that, I know you're good for it. So let's just see what he says before we start assumptioning and I'm hoping that I want to fucking get it done with, mate. So I know not to underestimate it, mate, but the other side is, mate, I'll go and buy a Glock and blow his fucking head off. Do you know what I mean? I'm not really, well, I'm hypothetically speaking there, but the guy will get your stuff is coming back, mate. There's no way in a million years that he'll be able to keep that stuff. There's photos being taken of all your equipment. Um, they do a job, and if they do a job, it needs to be done. If this job doesn't get done, then I speak to my grandfather, for example, and he gives out word. It just doesn't happen, mate. They've never not got a job done. I mean, it's not like this. Don't get me wrong. It's more protection work. They don't go around doing people in all the time. Yeah, there's other sides of things, as I said to you earlier on today, but that's not the captain. His job's he's a high up fucking official. He looks after people's interests. Obviously, he gets paid for that, but he doesn't let the side down. Put it that way. I mean, it would help if you did have that sort of if you had the 500. I mean, I could give it him the 150, give them 350. It's going to pull 'em, it's going to give them more incentive. Don't get me wrong. That means to get it done tonight. I'm on about the incentive is obviously there because they know they're going to get paid. But if it's there now, they're going to want to come out and get it. Like, oh, come on, then we'll get it done. More so, I would have thought than anything. But just see what you can do. Let me see what he says first, and then we'll go from there, buddy. But either way, you'll be getting this shit back. I promise you. Don't be thinking for 1 minute you won't get it all back because you will get every piece back. If there's one thing missing, then money will start coming back to you out of that money that he's got. So that's 100%, pal.